to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm staying fake, I don't believe the panic's rising up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, don't believe sooner than this. Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, don't believe sooner than this. Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. You all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while. Damn, feeling lucky. Out above my own streets, us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet, caught up in these talks. Circling my head top, should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before, made it out of 11 more. Like my phone COINEX, so I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said my truth. Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo.
Check, check, 1 2 1 2.
There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Ain't got you love when I go mad.
Let's get started.
Yeah, but the button is right there, Sean. It's labeled. It's kind of got words on it. It's like, next scene. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road. How's it going, my friends? I'm feeling a little out of word right now if I look at this Bitcoin bubble chart behind me and mostly green here for the day. Keep it on the day and we kind of track it over here and look, and most things are down at about 1%. Top 100 down about 1.7%, get a little bit more, but a kick to the downside there. Still a lot of uncertainty in this market. Makes it kind of interesting here at the end of the year. Got some interesting things to talk about today. We will be going over the news with Layer GG very quickly, going over that because he's just got some alpha to share. I will be exposing a guru. One just overstepped his bounds today. He just did. He just accused everybody else of doing what he was doing and saying that that was wrong. And I'm going to point out what he did this time because it's the same thing he's done before. We'll talk about it. They flip the script on you. They tell you they didn't do something that they did do, but here we got you showing you doing it. Anyway, that should be juicy. I'll let you guys decide if I need to make a separate little video clip over it. I don't know. You guys can decide if it's worthwhile information to get out there. But just to show you how this YouTube guru shill thing kind of works, and you know, either it's done maliciously or the person is just really out of touch with himself, and you know, still not the qualities that you really want to put all your faith in for somebody that one of the two. So we'll be going over that. We'll be going over the crypto market. We'll be going over Bitcoin and what I think it's going to be doing. Let us quickly now over in our Telegram group. No, I did see that comment. I did seize it. Let me grab this comment over here from Ryan K. Says thanks for the feet charts. It really gives me a leg up. Ryan, I'm glad that you are enjoying that. Today I did something just a little uncalled for, maybe just a little marketing technique. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but I figure, you know, it's just not fair that you guys just don't really understand the beauty of the Road Dog Feet Club. Now, over here on Telegram, I've got two. I probably need to post the links in here. I've got links to two areas in Telegram, and I've got to mention this because this is where all the alpha is hanging out. So the first one is our main Telegram group, and I just posted that into our chat room here somewhere. So that should be up on the screen. Now that takes us to the lounge area here, which I also posted. This is where we have our AI bot from CoinTrendz, Ninja. I think Ninja Trader is his name. Actually, the one behind this in CoinTrendz.com and everything. Check them out. They got a whole cool stuff. I got the premium bot. I'm paying for this one, okay? And it's got a lot of cool features. And he's always adding to it. I'm just amazed. You could actually kind of learn TA just by paying attention to its strategies and its analysis, the way that it explains, because it goes through about all these indicators and how they work and what to look for. At one point, I haven't seen that lately, but you could actually load up your own chart and have it to analyze it. You take a screenshot off your phone or something, put it up here and analyze it. Anyway, that's in the main group. Now over in the chart room is where I've got it divided up in the subtopics. This is where it gets kind of interesting because there's a lot of information just spread out through there. File sections are the places you want to look. The files and the media sections are definitely places here, and another group too. I got goodies. I got Easter eggs spread everywhere. Did my phone get cracked? That's going to piss me off if that happened. Squirrel! Everybody. But anyway, what I was wanting to share with you was what I did today is that I did something uncanny. I decided I would give you a glimpse. Into the elusive private membership club. Now you get everything with this elusive club that you get with the free group, except that you get a special room on my OnlyFans page. Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Where are you? That's not you. There we are. You see that? OnlyFans Footsie Group. It's only $2,499 a month. For that $2,499 a month is half price. It will be going up to $5,000 a month, back to regular price next month. Get ready for it. I'm just telling you. You get elusive charts, just like what we posted here. Hey, sell your house, sell your wife, sell your kids, and go 100x right here with my little footsie toes pointed right to where you get in. And had you done that, you would have come up here. Look, our sell target was clearly marked over here. Boom. Hey. Congratulations to all you new millionaires that are part of my footsie fan group. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'ma just say it. Let's get serious. If you can't have fun, then what can you have? Let's look at the 6-minute chart here on Bitcoin. This was actually one we were following here. Oh, look, there's my footsie right there. I should have just came over here and said it. My goodness. Well, we were looking, I mean, to be honest, originally I was looking for this channel to hold, right? What was this, last night? It might have been last night or whatever before, I can't remember. But it did not. And then it looked like it was coming down to retest this trend line, which is exactly what it did do. Let me move my big freaking toes. Look at that cutest little piggly wiggly right there pointing off into the wrong direction. Isn't that just beautiful? Don't you wish you had one like that? I got the little toe fungus. There's the little toe. I'll leave it all there for you. And my bunion pointing over to the... You get it all in the footsie group. Oh, it don't end there. There's another level to it where I bring out the turkey feet. I would do it here, but I'm afraid that it would just be too. It would just get you too excited. We might venture over there. Anyway, we're catching on this trend line. This one's being respected, right? And bottom kind of flirted around, but we're catching bottom. So now we came back, and now we're at this other level that we were flirting with losing, about 93.5. So we're starting to stair step up, and it's the first steps to actually kind of getting a little bit of a recovery here. I've been looking. Oh my gosh, we should probably zoom out to really see. I can't get over the foot. It's just always there. I know it's tantalating. I know it's tempting some of you guys. I shouldn't be doing that and putting you through the torture. I wanted to reach out there and just grab that bunion and give it a nice big squeeze, but hey, control yourself. Control yourself. I need a different chart. Let's go to a different chart. What we got over here? A bunch of mess. A bunch of mess. All right, have we got? Give me. I'm just trying to find a chart that I can work with here. I'm not trusting. Okay, I'm going to clear you. Oh, look, happy face. So Bitcoin. We can do this really quickly here. One of the biggest things that I am checking out is going from this candle wick to that candle wick and laying a line right across it, trying to lay it on top of it as close as I can get. And it does dial in really close to where we are. Now there is some wiggle room there. Now if I go with the candle bodies, let's see what we get there. Lay it right on top of that candle body here. And that looks pretty good. We below that. That ain't cool. Don't want to see that one. Let's go back to the other idea. That's not really cool. Not happy about that. Here on the weekly, we are riding above the 9 moving average, and what I say on this show is if we're above the 9, we're doing just fine. Lose that 9, well, we got to start thinking about it. There are some warning signs that we probably need to be aware of, and that is this MACD starting to curve around here on the weekly. It's Sunday night. We're going to take a look at the weekly starting out with Bitcoin, because this kind of clues us into what goes on in the week. Because contrary to what you're going to see from the people I'm going to expose later tonight, who kind of look at the 1 minute chart to guide them throughout the week, the top-down analysis has its reason, and it's so that it gives you a big picture of where we're going. the major influences, and they're tired and they do look like they're rolling over. This is the first signs to start taking seriously a top area on Bitcoin. I'm just saying that. So the people being bearish out here, I mean, they've got some signs out here to do it. The only thing that's not being taken into consideration, or that is, but maybe kind of hard for some of the people to understand, is that 4 years ago at this point it also felt the same, and we were getting above our all-time highs over here too in December of 2020. That's when we breached this all-time high and getting the price discovery, kind of like we are now, and took a nice little bump up. Had a pullback, but we were still in the pretty much basically we would call this the hope only phase, even though there are pullbacks in here up to 30% and all whatnot. That happens like it already started 4 years ago. So December, let's see, this is January 4th. This is December 28th, the week of December 28th, where we are now, and it was actually pretty good back then. And then the next week we got, after the first, the week of the 4th, Monday the 4th, a nice big spike up. It wasn't until about the third week of January that we started getting some more serious pullbacks and retest of areas that we would come back and visit in the middle of the bull market again. That was a disappointment. The rules of the game are, if you're not paying yourself along the way as we're pumping up, you're missing the whole move. I'm just saying. This whole move that we're getting ready to go into on Bitcoin and with our altcoins, you need to be taking some out on the way up, unless you want a roller coaster, and that's not a fun ride. I'm telling you, that's not how the millions are made. It's how you see them, and then, oh, I'm a millionaire. Oh, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Oh, I'm not a millionaire. Why am I not a millionaire? I'm really not a millionaire. I'm so not a millionaire anymore. I am like applying to McDonald's again. Yeah. And what's so crazy is that as much as this little bit of the run 4 years ago made a lot of people a lot of money, I mean, we saw Big Boy. I mean, he went from right around under $1 million to over $10 million. Of course, there were a lot of other things going on besides any kind of trading. We know about the coin things, and well, a lot of things that are not being repeated this time because he's not having those same results given, and maybe a lot of us are not either, or feel like we're not, or maybe feel like, well, shouldn't we have more if we got a bigger move than what we had back then? Because we got a nice big move. We went from 16,000 up to 108,000. Dang, y'all, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So what are we fighting here with Bitcoin? Do we have anything that we need to see? I'm going to tell you here on the weekly, the Ichimoku Cloud saying, baby, I'm ready to rock your world. I'm ready to hump you until you can't see straight. That's what she is frothing at the mouth. She is ready to grab that little tallywhacker and pull it through the shower wall. If you ever watched Porky's, I don't know where that came from, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me. Perhaps this goes over a little bit better if we do a little turkey time. A little turkey time. Looky here, we goes in swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. We've been holding at this 236 area, which is not one to, I gotta argue that that's not the most notable one to hold, and I usually look at a 382, right? So that's one argument that we could make for 85,000. We'll just put that on the table. It could, if the market makers, in my personal opinion, that's who would be doing it, drive us down just to try to take advantage of some things. Now, if we take this whole move, and that's what I would recommend, since this is a top and it's a bigger top, and go from bottoms to topses, and well, that same little area comes down here to, or that 236 also drops down here to our, what was our 382 from that on over there. Also at 86. Not really crazy about that theory. A bounce off this 382 area would be a strong move. And then we do have that. I do have that from another smaller move. I believe it's from this breakout from this measure move. We need to bounce off this non-moving average on the weekly. I'm just going to put it like that. We need to see that. Otherwise, the analysis does say that we could get a pullback. This is not really where I was trying to go tonight but we need to keep it real. Let's take our angles here and let's see what we got. This little channel went to the market. This little channel stayed home. Finding some areas of support mid-channel wise here, doing a few little things. I mean, maybe we can entertain those thoughts. Let's come down to a smaller time frame. Before I do, though, the weekly RSI, let's take a look and see what she's doing. Are we in danger, RSI? Are we in trouble here on the weekly? I don't see any signs of trouble. She's parked on top of her signal line, and she could get a bounce off of that. Maybe. Or maybe she just got rejected. Let's see if she can recover that, bounce off the signal, maybe come back into this oversold territory. We could see something like that. Or maybe it comes on down. I don't know. If she comes down when we're looking for prices to come down on Bitcoin, and I'm really going to be surprised. But it's not what I think, it's what the TA says. On the daily, we're flirting with this green cloud over here, which does look like it wants to bring it down a little bit. Now, I am expecting, like, this first week of January, 5th, 6th, 7th, and all through there, we got lots of little catalysts in there that can give us a boost in the right direction for this market. This is similar to what we looked at the other night here with Bitcoin. It was these channel ideas. And we did have one that gave us an area of support. At least on one chart, I thought we saw that. Naughty one. If we get in that cloud, then I would be looking for some of these lower areas. We don't have to, okay? We just watch them. We watch them. There's some signs. We'll watch these signs as they develop. Now, today we got a bearish cross of the 9 over the 50. That's something to, and we lost the 50 on the daily. So that means we are officially now in a little bit of a steeper pullback. So what are you saying, Road Dog? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going sideways? I'm saying that if we take a Fibonacci from this low up to this high to where we are respecting a 382. This is what I'm watching. This is honestly what I'm watching, and it may not hold. I'm just gonna shoot, but it's been holding this whole time. Since November, not getting below there, or just wicking a little bit below. It's been making higher lows ever since then. So as long as 92.5 area holds, that can signal based on this move from where we did a, oh my God, you got so many lines, I can't see crap. Let me get rid of these guys. They might be distracting. That idea might be confusing. But you see, we were in a channel idea, or however you want to look at it. We had a top line we broke out of. From the bottom of here, from that breakout to this top here, considering that for the impulse move for this, that's what I'm looking at, 382, and it's been holding. If it does continue to hold the move that I am looking for from here, and maybe I'm being too bullish, I'm really just being optimistic, or cautious and optimistic. I don't want to miss on this because this would be an awesome move. It gets you up to some very nice areas, up to this negative 618 Fibonacci. That target is at 134. Close to where some other people are actually, calling for some moves. That's the situation that I can see where this plays out. But, it's got to respect this 382 Fibonacci from this shorter move for that to happen. And she's getting to the point where, man, is getting kind of iffy if you're going to do it or not. So you need to figure it out quick, sister. What I'm going to tell you is that on the smaller time frames, such as the 4 hour, until we break and breach these lows here, we're good, or we're still safe. It would be too preemptive to say, I'm just going to sell it all now, because some people are talking about that, right? They're saying, I'm just going to sell now and buy back. I had one tonight mention, I can sell now, and then if it goes up here, I'll just buy it back in. Well, it comes down here lower, I could, or maybe, and really, if this does play out, the best thing to have done is just stay still. I mean, honestly. Or wait for confirmations. We have no confirmation, so it's too early. It is too early to really make a solid move right now. You have got a low, you got a higher low, you got a higher low than that, but see this whole move here, this means this is our new low, but it's still higher than this one here. We still got a nice trend line, rising trend line that's being respected. And here on the 4 hour, we made a higher high. So we are, believe it or not, in a very shallow uptrend, finding support on this particular moving average, or on this particular chart. Looks like we are finding support on this 360 moving average area, as well as that Fibonacci area. I want to draw your attention to this 100 moving average. That is that white line that is floating right above this yellow line. They have not bearishly crossed. Now that can change, but it doesn't have to. That could be that little helium in our balloon that gives us a lift back up to remember which direction we're supposed to be going into, because the bigger moving averages are still pointing up and to the right, giving us some good things. We got a chance to do some bottoming stuff. We got some bottom signals here. We got some bottom patterns, if you're looking for something, an Adam and Eve that came up and it confirmed, but it did not break out. Therefore, it failed. That's what happened. They can do that. They can also come back and they can get another Eve. They can pick up, he goes for a twofer. This turns into a big threesome, which turns into more upside. And I'm just saying, that's what we could be. Let's cross our fingers. Dear Lord, please let Adam have 2 Eves. Let him have his threesome tonight. He's been done so harshly by that apple. So those are the scenarios that I'm looking for Bitcoin, because at this point in the market, I could really see us this being some people would see it as a fake out, but a shallow retracement, a shallow correction, and then we start moving off to much bigger and better things, because, well, this is the year of the bull run. That's just what is traditionally happens with Bitcoin. So why do I want to try to break trend? I'm not going to be that idiot. That we had these idiots last cycle saying, nope, this time is different. It's not going to do it. And sure enough, they look like idiots. Hell no. You know, buck the trend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs the dang show. Beautiful people hanging out with me tonight. I want to come over and say hello to all you guys. We got Joe from Trade Intuition over here. How's it going, Joe? Fellow YouTuber. Go check him out on his channel. He teaches the good news also. We got Chris Klein. Loki's Angels is 3rd time's a charm. Dave P, Duality Crypto. We got Tima, X date 1000X by end of next year. Get in early, HODL, and do not dump on me. Great community. Together with Facebook, Telegram, and Facebook. Is that it? FB Facebook group Kings. Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Ha look. Dave Forget, how's it going? Time for the grifter measure move. We are getting close there. I think what we'll do first, if you don't mind, is I want to take a look at the news from Layer GG, because we got some fresh alpha coming out tonight. And then I want to share with you, I want to expose a guru and what they're doing, because once you see this, you'll say, oh, well, it's not the first real time he's done this, is it? But it's how they always come out looking on top. And all you got to do is just go, the history is there, and the history is there. I'm coming with receipts. Let's go do it. Let's go to check out Sean. Can you take me to the newsroom, buddy? Oh pal, the newsroom. Just waiting on you, Sean. No pressure. It's right here somewhere. I swear. Just waiting on you, Sean. It's right here. Look, it's right here. Right here. This button. Right. There you go. All right. Sean, it also helps if we actually do have the news that we can talk about. I'm just saying. Thank you, Sean. You're welcome. I'm a pro. Bitcoin MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor hints that MicroStrategy is buying more Bitcoin. That's wonderful news. Expect to see news of MicroStrategy buying more Bitcoin in the coming days. Oh my, I bet that will be after January 1st. Probably when the markets open around the 3rd or so. Wouldn't you think? Oh me, oh my. I hope that does not pump the Bitcoin price. That would be horrible. Bitcoin, Hong Kong lawmaker has proposed that Bitcoin be included in the city's physical reserves. Oh God, what would happen if everybody all of a sudden tried to buy Bitcoin all at once at the new year? That would be so horrible. The supply could not keep up with the demand. It would be ripped to shreds. What would happen? Oh, gosh darn it. AI16Z hits all-time highs and surpasses $1.5 billion market cap. The new tokenomics for AI16Z will be released on January 1st. AIXBT hits all-time high and surpasses $400 million market cap. The mind share of AIXBT agent has recently increased to 3.5%, and the number of followers has also increased dramatically. So these guys are the AI agents. They are the buzz at the moment. Do keep in mind that the crypto narratives are always changing, ebbing and flowing. It wasn't hot today. It's not so hot 3 months from now. Just saying, you got to keep that in mind. If you're chasing, or else you're just going to be hodling, saying, oh, is this thing ever going to come back? It's going to come back, right? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Quantum Cats, after Udi Wertenheimer sent Quantum Cats NFTs to AIXBT, AIXBT changed its PFP to Quantum Cats. Quantum Cats FP has since rallied significantly, reaching an all-time high in US dollars. Well, aren't you little AI suckers just interesting? Cerebro developer UETH announced that he's building Sentience.xyz, a consumer-facing launchpad for agents. Agents will require 0 bro for a creation fee and will be launched on a 0 bro bonding curve with fees. Sentience is expected to open in early 2025. Get your reservations now. Anime Coin Azuki founder Zagabond told the Discord community that Azuki's anime coin, anime, will not be launching this year, but in an announcement will be made soon. Probably to say that not launching this year. That's my psychic vibes at work for what that announcement might be. I know it's uncanny, it's crazy. I'm going to give you a nice little repost and a like there later, GG. Let's get back to the old charts, Sean. Shall we? May we? Shall we? Can we please? Sean? I'm just going to get up and press the button. For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I'm so thank you. Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to the craziness. Hello, beautiful people. How's it going? Is it time that we get into the charts, or is it time that we get into the expose of the evening? I need to see some activity in this chat to tell me, man. I don't know. Is it? Are we exposing, or are we charting? Chart or expose? Let's get it going. Let's get it cooking. I got a 0 chat rate. Let's get this thing going. One more time. Until then, I'm just going to flip over and I'm going to show Tangem wallets because, well, why not? If you order now. Let's see if they still got their sale going on. You can choose between my sale or their sale, which they had a better one. I guess they can do that. DAWG will save you 10% off. They still got the 15% off with Black Friday's 15. I would take advantage of it as long as they got to offer it. I'm just saying, estimated delivery to the United States is 1 to 3 business days. Tangent Wallet's one of the best ones out there, in my personal opinion. Let's see what we got here in uh-oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, and I erased that. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Road Glide. They gave me a super chat last night after I'd already basically kind of logged off. I just erased it. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got what are we gonna do? The eyes crack me up. The eyes are gorgeous. It's the eyes that win you over. Turkey eyes. Yeah, no. MG Motorstar, it says MicroStrategy, yeah. All right, so Crypto Frontier says both. I don't know. I can just think. Ryan K says chart. Brave Expanse says chart. Uh-oh, wait. Let's do this the democratic way. Democrats win! Woo! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I think I rigged that election right there. Let me try it a different way. Chart and expose. we'll take a tally. I got a 1, 2, 3. Oh, that hey, you voted twice, Brave Expanse. I gotta mark one out. That is 2 or 11, depending on how you look at it for chart. Expose, says Dave P. Chart says Brave Expanse. Hey, that's 3. I think you're. Are you a Democrat? I'm just asking. I see some similarities. Crypto Frontier says exposed. Joe says hammer and a sickle and a hammer and a lemon water. Chris Klein says exposed. Tommy 2 Liters says chart. Crypto Frontier says chart. And both exposed. Joe says exposed. Says love. Chartos. I'll show my toes. Love chart toes when you expose the law. Yes, both bad. Expose it, turkey, dog, apples, both. I kind of read everybody's words at once there and mushed them all together and try to paraphrase. Let's go ahead and let's do our expose and get it out, because hopefully I don't know for sure if you're going to be able to hear it. So let's see if we can get it. We got to go to a special room. Come with me to the special. Sean, I don't trust you on this. I think you're going to screw it up. All right, let's see. We're in the special room now. There is no special. Oh, there we are. Nope, that's not it. Give me a minute. Can you guys hear me? Are we good? Because we have no music or anything over here. It's not that. It's this guy right here. All right. So I got him pulled up behind me. I'm a little bitty turkey in the little bitty corner. How cute is that? And there's no music. That's really freaking me out. All right, so tell me, I just need to know, can you hear me? And then let me know if you can hear what he says. To run this now this is today. And what it is from this morning, his live Sunday morning update. And what he did, let me explain this. Let me explain this and what got me irked up about this. Now, let me go back to the other. Let me go back here and say this before we get into the video. So here we are, Bitcoin at the top, right? This is what he had the audacity to say. He was going off on people. He was sitting there saying, look, there's Bitcoin dominance right here. We were telling you this was the top. The other people were telling you to buy in. It was going up. We're going to the upside. Everybody else was telling you that. But not us. We were telling you when. He was not doing that. And I'm going to prove that. He was doing exactly the freaking opposite. And let's draw. Sean, can you take us over there? We're going to have fun with this one. Oh, crap. We lose it again? Oh, come on, Sean. We're in a little. It's so dark in here. Sean, it's so quiet. Sean, I'm feeling kind of. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's play what he says here.
It only happened once in its one other time in its life. You gotta stop looking at all this other nonsense that you're believing, and you gotta start paying attention to the technical analysis.
You gotta stop believing all this nonsense, and you got to pay attention to the technical analysis. Always a flag. Always a freaking flag.
Right in front of you. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Too many people, like, you'll see bearish div in your face, and you'll be like, no, I'm gonna long now. And it's just insanity.
You will see bearish diversion in your face, and you'll say, no, I'm gonna long now. Just reiterating there.
It's absolute insanity.
I'm gonna show you what an actual.
Oh snap! We're getting a commercial. That sucks. All right, so did we not get the other one? Can we get out? There's nothing.
Looks like. Come with me. First of all, we have a desk.
We gotta wait through a freaking commercial.
Okay, people told you to long this, told you that, oh, it was gonna be that huge. It was just gonna be the same thing that we did there, and we're gonna keep ripping up only. They did. Those same people didn't know what bearish div was, or if they did, they didn't want to show it to you, and they shilled on you. I show knowledge on you.
If they didn't know what it was, they didn't. If they knew, they didn't want to show it to you, and they shilled. That's what he said, right? Alrighty, let us go back just a few days ago to an old live stream here. Where will we see you? Oh my gosh. You're supposed to have all this laid out, Sean. Bear with me just a second. It has only just begun. This is one of them. Bitcoin live trading. Bitcoin getting ready. This is 12 days ago. Yeah, I believe where I'm looking for is right over here. Right here.
Massive bullish div too, and bullish div has been playing out beautiful.
Right here. Now let's see what he says about bearish div.
The bot likes the long there. The bot's like, I'm eating that. The bot sees something.
Look at that target at $133,000.
It does tell me something is brewing.
I just want to put this out. Look at that. It's always a flag to the upside. Target $133,000. Win price is at $106,000. Who was telling you the price was going to keep going up at that time? Now, who was ignoring the divergence?
And you may, anyway.
What did he do at the divergence?
Knows a lot. Okay, let's break this down though. Still, I mean, really. Still some bearish div. You know what I mean? That's still bearish divergence. Otherwise, people keep saying, no, Sam, this was the bearish. No, people, but in my mind, I guess I'm people. That this was the bearish div and it played out already. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that one. This was the bearish div and it played already. We had the dip. We're on a new trend.
This is the bearish divergence. It's played out already. We are on a new trend. And he goes on this several days over here. This was 8 days ago. No, 12 days ago. About 2 weeks ago when we were at the tops there. He was the one that was calling for more upside. And then today, no, wasn't me. I wasn't doing that. I was telling. He has a whole different story. It's not the first time that he's ever done that. I can show you plenty of times where basically all the tops and bottoms that he's claimed that he's called, he didn't. He did the same exact thing. And let's go back to our room here. For those of you it's just that now it's at least documented on another channel. But back here when Bitcoin was back at 15,000, 16,000, he was still looking for it to come down. He was bearish. He was calling for more downside. In January of 2023, I remember this extremely, extremely well. Because this is when I saw him and he came out and said, I'm officially bearish. And I'm like, well, that's going to go totally against the video I'm releasing today where I'm saying we're getting ready to go for a big move. Now, in all honesty, I did not expect it to kind of go up to 24,000. I saw it was going to 20 and then it just kept on going. So I don't call myself as calling this reversal, but something was happening and my video came out on those days. I just remember it because he was saying he was going bearish. He was calling for it to go down. Okay, it's not the first time, but in retrospect, when he goes back over it, you get a different story. Now, you think about that, and that's all you're hearing is just about how great and how they called the bottom and this and that, and you're missing out because you're not paying me $99 a month in my trading group, which that's also being shielded a lot more. But and also back here, he says he called the top. He did not. He missed that. He did not. He was looking for a big-ass cup and handle to the freaking upside. That's exactly what he posted that over on TradingView. A cup and handle, not this one. He was looking at that. Of course, he sees cup and handles everywhere, but this one, a big cup and handle to the upside. To the upside, woo! And how did that work out? Now he's got a different tune now, but this is how any guru kind of thing. It doesn't have to be the YouTube crypto thing. It could be the real estate thing. It could be whatever, but you are always changing the goalpost and how you get there. If you ever notice, he's always doing charts, different charts. I mean, we all do different charts, but every day he's going over and redrawing something with a new target. And then all you get, if there is a breakout to the upside, that's kind of coming back, look, we're up, blah, blah, blah. And it could be something that's been put out 3 months ago, finally starting to move. Yay, look, we're up here, $197 when we were down here. just 5 months ago to the upside. I don't, how they paint it ain't how it played out. And I don't know. I don't think it's malicious on this guy. I don't think he's sitting there, I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to lie. I think it's just that he honestly is, he's deluded, and he has no way to do a good self-assessment. And I'm sorry, but to be in this market, you got to be assessing yourself and what you're doing, and knowing when what you're doing is not working and why it's not working. You got to be able to look at this realistically and not put stories in your head. Oh, well, it's because they're trading against me, or it's all, the flag, but it's, you got biases. If you can't see your biases, how are you going to change them? If you can't see your problems, how are you going to change them? How are you going to improve? And that answers to me why he's not, for a 15-year trader, why he's still got such, some of the most basic things to do. Then he's still just figuring things out about that, like the 200 moving average on different time frames. That's kind of been there for a while. That's my take. That's what I got. What do you guys think? Joe says, how cute is that? What kind of TA is this? He doesn't even have a turkey head. I know. He needs to get a turkey head, right? Missed a chance to get a single light dangling down the background. Get him, dog! What's known as by the dipshit. Oh, that's funny. That's quite clever, King Hell. That is quite. Jedi Flip Flops. That's a cool name. I like that name. Billy C says, I can't hit the like button again. Love it. All right, so hopefully the sound came through and all that, but light exposure. But I mean, that's what you get with some of this crypto. When you get the bravado, when you get the braggadocious, and you're always talking, we were buying this when it was only here. Our group was in this way. I mean, that's what you hear, and that's when you're new, or even if you're not new, you're just there. You're like, oh my gosh, he must really know what he's talking about. Oh, he was seeing all the things early. When you dig into it, no, that's not what it happened. What happens, the same thing happens here on my stream. You guys share some new coin that's like, I haven't heard of that before. Let's dive in. Well, that looks interesting. I kind of like that. Thank you for sharing. You're awesome. And then, but what they do, he goes, I found it over here. Yeah, I've been in it. He doesn't give credit where credit is due for one thing, but a lot of the things, it's the community. It's the community that makes this channel, or any trading group. That's why the charging for a trading group for like exorbitant amounts just blows my mind, because it's not the person running the group that makes the magic happen so much. It's the community, because the person running the group lets the people run it to help each other. So it's a synergy. But I mean, that's one issue I got. I'm nothing against people having businesses in crypto, whether it be a paid trading group or anything else. My big thing with this one guy is that he will never ever admit that that's where his money is coming from. His millions that he made came from the people paying the trading group. It did not come from the strategies that he's employing. And if all the traders, most of the people that I know see this too, and then tell it, the math is not there. It does not add up. And the way that he executes things, and the way that he it's not there, baby. It's not there. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying he can't learn from it, but you're getting top shelf. You're being told you're getting top shelf tequila when really you're getting the cheapest, some of the cheapest stuff out there. And that's it. Let's get on with the charts now. I'm not here to really bash, but I've just decided I'm just exposing. If I see bullshit, I'm just going to expose it. I'm going to call it. And the great thing that I can say is I don't see a lot of bullshit out here when it comes to other analysts on YouTube. And I kind of feel bad, because it feels like I am just picking on one, but that's the offender right there, right now. I'm sure maybe there's some other channels that I'm not familiar with, and maybe they do something similar, but for the most part, everybody else I see is pretty much on the up and up, and not trying to show off new Rolexes and trying to get clout and chasing and all that at the behest of his supporters, Anyway, one of these days, I promise I'll come on here and we won't talk about this at all. Yeah, right. You ain't done it yet. You sucker, old dog. Let's take a look at what's going on. I got others up right here. And others is losing some levels here on our Fibonacci from the low to high. You know, we're losing that 382 area. We came down, it went down to a 618. We're kind of bouncing. We bounced off this 0.5. It looks like we might be coming back down to this 0.5 area, about 320 billion for others. So that means that some of the altcoins might take a little bit of a hit shortly. And then here is total 3 also. We might see price wick below this and then regain this trend line, or we may lose it. I mean, you can't say. We need to bounce off of here. We're not seeing that happen yet. We got those signs, but one of the promising things, of course, is Bitcoin dominance that we're going to be watching, right? And that's really where I put more weight into watching to see what altcoins do. And even Bitcoin. And we do seem, let me come down to a smaller time frame here. We do seem to be being rejected. The moving averages are starting to cross over. I mean, I still see a bigger picture, some more possible bullish stuff, but that doesn't mean that we can't get a nice little mini altcoin rally. As long as Bitcoin dominance is dropping and Bitcoin is kind of hanging out and staying sideways, we can do good. And we can see some altcoins turn around and bounce up, and we might have a chance for that. Anytime Bitcoin dominance is coming down, it should be in our favor for our altcoin bag. So, and it looks like it's trying to do that. So we over these next, let's see what you look like on the daily. Oh, I am not sold on it on the daily. Well, still maybe down here. Maybe losing 1%, but that will help with the altcoins. What we really want to see for Bitcoin dominance is we lost this, we come up to the same area. We need to roll over and make a lower low. If we can do that, altcoins will be happy, your bags will be happy. We'd be losing this bigger, is that a channel? I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, I still see where Bitcoin dominance could catch support and start going to the upside. That's the thing I've been calling for, or been calling that I'm watching for. I don't know that will happen, but it sure does. The charts seem to keep telling me that it could. And that means, in short, that Bitcoin would steal the show, and on the most of the world or the crypto market would be focused on Bitcoin more than altcoins. But altcoins would do okay, just Bitcoin would outperform them like it has pretty much this whole freaking cycle so far. Except for these little short windows here. But man, that short window made number go up, right? We want those short windows. Come on, give me another one. 2x my portfolio again. I need another 2x. All right, guys, let's come over here and check you guys out. I did not come with a list tonight. Now I can pull an old list out because I got a list of coins to go over. But if you got anything that you want me to check out, by all means. I think I only got, I want to check out a couple of those agent coins. Let me put the little marker up. Little request there, and anything below that, we got it posted up right there. Warthog Thunderbug says, you need a troll head. I think I've got a troll head. Not for me though, but I do have a troll. I just don't ever get trolled that much. But I'm prepared. Ooh, a troll head. I think I'll make a note to look for a troll head again. I thought I looked for one before and didn't find one. I may not have looked hard enough. Joe says, yeah, it's nothing but an echo chamber. That is, that's very true. I mean, that's another warning sign for if you got a guru that's like got a little cult following or something. If they're booting people out because they say something that's offensive. I mean, granted, sometimes you can get people who come in and they just want to shill a coin and be obnoxious or whatever. That can happen, but usually if you tell them, they'll chill out. They try to do that to help your chat rate and get you more attention and more people to come so that they can shill their coin. They're trying to actually do something beneficial by shilling you. But if you say something to them, they will chill. If somebody says something offensive, well, most of the time it's hard to be on the same page when all we got to do is read words. There's no tone of voice. There's no context behind it. It's easy. If you're not in the right mindset, you could get offended real easy if you're coming from a bad place, and it could make you want to expel people. I don't like the way you talk to me. Oh, you don't tell me what to do. And like, dude, just ask the question. Just asking the question. That's how you learn, right? But I don't see very many questions answered over there that explain anything. Every once in a while, he'll get off on something. And of course, he's usually clipping it, and that's what becomes his little training course, whatever happens to do. It's not like he goes in depth to really research and study something to actually show you the proof of it. I'm starting to turn into, we got a $5 super chat. Thank you. That gets me changed topics here. Thanks for answering my questions. Learned a lot from your shows. You're the best. Well, I'm not the best, but I do want to help. Show what works for me. That's all I'm doing. Then there's a lot of other people showing what works for them. And my take, seriously, on learning TA and trading is it's like a big a buffet. You got to take what works for you. You got to get what you like, and you put it together. And you might like somebody else's indicator or way that they do a certain thing, and you might like, I don't know, maybe hopefully my fibs can shine some light on. There's not a whole lot of fib information out there, and maybe I can give you an insight to it that you haven't seen before. You put these things together, moving averages and whatnot, and you get your own little system. And then you tune into shows like mine, and you got your little TA telling you your thing, and maybe you just get a second opinion from somebody else, see what they say. Or they're going through coins and they screen, or somebody else mentions one and start looking at a coin you hadn't heard of before. Might be a new one, might be an old one, but you see something on the chart that resonates with you, and then we get a synergy with the community. That's where the magic is happening, in my personal opinion. So I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me, because the more of you guys that hang out here and the more you guys that share your thoughts and ideas here and over in our free trading community, that's what makes it all better and grow. And I'm not afraid to have a little fun with it, as long as it's tasteful, not obscene or anything like that. I'll never forget the day that we found some boobies in my Caspa section, just a flopping out there. We looked at that twice, because you have to do a double take when there's boobies, because there's two of them, but that wasn't what I was expecting. So we tried to avoid anything that wouldn't be on your normal ABC, NBC, CBS type thing. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. I'm trying to figure out what we're trying to do. I want to look at AI16Z. So Virtuals is getting a lot of good feedback, and there's a lot of AI agents there. And in my personal opinion, you probably are chasing a lot of these at this point in time. I just want to make you think about the other things that we're also hyping, and everybody wanted to get into. Remember SWE? I mean, they're good for a while, but they finally reached a saturation point where now what? With Ping, think of some of your meme coins. Smoking Chicken Fish, that was one of mine. Which, not a bad looking dude. I gotta say, we're kind of built similar. Smoking, the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish. Okay, so what's that? Oh man, I thought we nailed it. We didn't nail it. You suck. You suck. Why you suck? I got a main target sitting up here in $1.65. We've yet to hit out of this little guy. This was that one. This was down here. I got to move them to the side so we can see this one's kind of irrelevant now. So we broke out of a channel. Looks like we're coming back and retesting that before we can go up, hopefully. The only other option is to come back into the channel, or not the only option, but probably the other more relative option. And I don't want to see that. Don't think we will. I think we can just bounce around through here. Might see 116 again, somewhere through that area. We're sitting at 122. We could drop a nickel or so in this and get AI16Z a little cheaper, I think. I do look for 165, 152 out of that one. AIXBT is the next one I want to take a quick look at. Take a look at it over on, let's try MXC. Oh, nice roundy shape here. Definitely breaking out of however you want to look at it. That, or even down here as a channel. I mean, you can look at these things many a different way, and you can still be right. The rule of the game is, if it's got 3 touches on one side and 2 on the other, you have a valid pattern, and you can play that pattern. There might be some other patterns that you can finagle in there too. Go with the biggest ones, the ones that make more sense, and the ones that fit the rules. I don't think I've heard Mr. 1 Minute Flag Guy ever mention, oh, you got to have 2 touches on one, and what qualifies a pattern, what makes a pattern invalid, because there are things that make them invalid and make them not play out and make them not applicable at the time. I have determined that this person does not understand that concept. I have proof of that too. So breaking out of a channel, that's cool. Could be just a bigger ass channel with another top up here. So I'm just throwing out ideas there. I think the best thing to do is probably break out our fibs. Let's break out the fibbies for AIXBT. Ooh, you in a 1618 area. You got rejected up there. That says something. Let's try you first. Nope. Really? Do you jive anywhere else? Give me a moment. We're in price discovery, so we got to pull out some other tricks here. You like that zone. Yeah, we're not ready for up there just quite yet. Oh no! All right, so far so good on AIXBT. Breaking out of a possible channel idea. You could probably tighten this up and be a little bit more aggressive and be a little bit more fine-tuned a little bit more. There's some areas that you can come back and pull back to. 21 moving average couldn't meet price up here. Somewhere around 44 cents, whatnot. Yeah, definitely. You like that. If that happens, if it can bounce up about 44, 45 cents, you can get a nice big move. And this is not a bull flag. It's kind of similar to it. I mean, really, but it's like, I always call it like a Fibonacci version of a bull flag. That makes sense to me. And we also got this that area targeted up here too at 67, 68 cents. Looking at 64 cents. Looking at a possible rejection here at 53. Or the zone in between 50 and 53. What might happen with XBT, what the charts seem to be saying is, well, either going to come down here, retest it, and then work and break through and start going up toward these areas, about 64 to 68 cents. Or we're rejected here, we're going to have a steeper retrace, come back in the pattern, probably around to the 618 or 786 area right through here, bottom of the trend line, and see where we go from there. Normally, well, in a bearish trend or something, when the trend starts turning bearish or the market starts turning bearish, you can usually almost count that they'd always break to the downside after that. That'd mean a fake out, and then you just come down. However, where we are now, we just look for support at the bottom of the channel and see if we stay in the channel, break out, or make a higher high, or go from there. So that's kind of what we're looking for AI XBT. So there could be some cheaper places to buy it at 45 cents. And some nice places to sell at about 65 to 68. Crypto Frontier, the funniest TA channel on YouTube. Definitely one of the goofiest. Lifer sounds like a failed strip club DJ. Oh my gosh. Not heard that one, but I can see that. That guy's the unicorn poop. That's what that looks like. Port on base chain, $4 million market cap. That's a tiny market cap, but that could be a winner. You never know. Port. Take a look at Port. Crypto Frontier says Crypto University is scammer TA channel. I haven't seen him in I don't know if I know exactly who that one is. I think I'm getting him confused with Crypto Cash, Crypto Cache, I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of new people coming across my feed. I wish I could. I'm always kind of cool when somebody new does come, like Crypto Remora, and I haven't seen them come across my feed in a while either. And that's kind of wild. There's a lot of other analysts and stuff out there that I don't get exposed to, that I think that's unfair. Small YouTubers just like me. And I think we all need some more exposure, but that's where we got to depend on you guys with the like buttons and comments on, even like our streams here. If you go to the comments and just happen to just leave a thumb or just whatever, leave a letter, like the letter A, just any kind of little comment, supposedly helps get things around. And that's where we got the bots that come in and what's up with this bot, man? The one that's always saying, "Can you help me with my seed phrase?" Yeah, that don't ever click on that stuff. I tried to hide them every time I find them, but they get through, and they just bombarded me the other night. Troll head for exposing. Yeah. Oh, ooh, yes, a troll head. I like the way you guys are thinking. We know. We can do segments with different faces. Jedi flip flops soon, and you guys are getting some cool stuff I hadn't heard of. Now, DSI, that's a ticker for DSI. I'm not familiar with that ticker. And then, thank you again, Billy, for that super chat. I appreciate that. Third super chat on the live stream. Ryan K says Brett and Bully. Dave Forget says Euro Jasmine. TRX. I'm gonna have to get a new page here. Zerebro. That one was in our. Was that one in our news tonight? Chirpley. Zerebro and base chain is a bridge from Solana Zerebro. Same people. Interesting. Road Dog is man. Don't let the turkey fool ya. Uh-oh. Road God, hey, there you are. Last night, now Road God left me a super chat last night too, right after I stopped, right after I signed off. I want to give you a shout out. I put it over in the trading group. I made a picture of it, but now he sent another for $4.99. Didn't even ask for anything. Didn't ask for a coin or anything. Just so I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. I am crowd supported, crowd funded. The goal is to help make you millionaires, and then you tip me. I don't think I remember that. Boobies in the group. Oh, but maybe November 27th, 2024, the 11th hour. Oh, they're there. They are there somewhere over in the Caspa group. Somewhere. You just have to scroll up somewhere. But oh, look, those are a little bit more censored. The other ones were not. Let's see if we can get a strike. I think it was, well, maybe erased them. I doubt it. I'm sure that they are still here. Maybe you replaced it. Maybe they were, I don't know. Oh, no, see, right there you go. I told you. Just bouncing, right? Just having fun like they're supposed to. Let's take a look at port. She was from a Caucasian African tribe in the desert. That's all that was, folks. National Geographic. Don't get excited. It's perfectly natural. Your mama probably has a couple just like that or something similar. You might even have nipples yourself, as crazy as that sounds. Port. Man, this one's a little hard to read. Let's see if we got something else. It's probably the exchange I had it on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the exchange. Port. Gate.io's got it, looks like. Port Finance Token. 0.00449. Yeah, this looks better. Let's zoom out and take a look at Port. We got to zoom way out, don't we? A little bit. 5 day. I'm on a 5 day. Not quite a weekly, but you know, not quite as... Just not as noisy. Not as noisy as a 3 day. 3 days are just a bigger time frame. Oh yeah, you're not really coming back down to the. That's good. That's good. Can we still get something? Let's fine tune it in here a little bit. I'm just looking for some. We got wicks to wicks to bodies. Looks like that works to kind of get our angles right. She made a lower low. She came down a little lower, a lot lower. Ooh, you didn't touch my target area for what I'll be looking for. Well, I got to put that there just in case because it's still on the table. That's at a negative. Well, we can't do that because that breaks the rules of the game. We can't go negative. Or no, it's positive. It's at 0.001005. Could be. It's on the table. It doesn't have to be. I'm on the 5 days, so not so that one's going to happen. Okay. Here we go. Now this is insightful. So we got an 886 deep retracement here, and we've got 2 candles where it actually touched, wicked down and touched that. Got a good chance of this being our bottom area here, making a higher low. Double bottom kind of pattern, and that's nice and roundy right there. That's kind of like what we just look like bouncing in the screen, isn't it? Or is it weird that I thought of that? I can't get them out of my head now. Oh, great. They were healthy. Anyway. So higher lows is what we're looking for. We can get a nice... Excuse me. It would be nice if it also does something kind of roundy. Maybe something a little bit more like this. Not as roundy. You know, maybe not a full... Maybe not a full D or E cup, but maybe something a little bit more toward a B. Maybe an A or a B. Right? I don't know. You know, a lot of them are supposed to be mismatched is what I've read. I don't know. I will gladly give you the input if I think that they're mismatched. I do offer that service. I'm just letting people know. I'm very multifaceted. What I'm hoping to do when you know, taking my crypto profits out of this bull run to start my own business, I want to do that because, you know, a lot of women when they go through the breast surgery and everything, breast augmentation, because some of them need that, or reduction surgery even, you know, the breast have to be massaged after that so that they don't lump up, you know, and that they have the right, you know, kind of texture and softness and stuff. And, you know, I am a professional breast masseuse, so I do offer that service. I'm just letting everybody know. Never hurts to have a side hustle, and especially something that you enjoy. And, you know, I do kind of enjoy that work a little bit. It is fun and relaxing for me and my clients. So, yeah. I just, you know, Rogue Dog's got some skills. That's all I'm saying. I got some skills. We got the magic fingers. So they say. Oh my goodness. All right. So that one's crazy. Let's go with this one. I'm pulling out my 236 Fibonacci area here. Thought a big old red line right there. Making that a target because, well, it works really good. 0.02 and we're at half a penny now. That's a come up. Yeah, baby. That's 486%. Let's go to a daily over here. What are you looking like on the daily? Moving averages are flip bearish. That's not the greatest thing, but, and what else? Now we got the other ones. They're going good. So we can see these areas over here about 1.7. It may take her a minute to get up this 2.2, 2.3 cent area, but definitely see a retest of this like 1.7 area. Let's go ahead, and there's a nice little support resistance flip area. Let's go ahead and nail that one for a shorter term target here too. 0.016. How big of a come up is that from here? 263% gains for Port USD. That's not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at Soon, see if we can get through some more of these. Here's Soon on MEXC. Looks like you come down to make a lower low. Well, that's interesting. You're already touching that one. Good chance that we bottom out here. Or I'll say a decent chance that on this move that we got from this low to that high, that this is the extent as the bottom for a local bottom. Now she can come up and roll over and just as easily go back to zero or whatever lower. It could. We got to look at some other signs and make sure it gets past in certain areas. What would that be, Road Dog? Okay, I guess we can talk about that now. So she's got to get past 0.0023 and or 0.0037 and or eventually past 0.058, or in the technical sense, if we don't, this is fib alpha, by the way, we are likely to get lower lows from here, and if we don't get past this one, we're likely to get bounces or lows here. So the higher we go, the higher the steps on this ladder, this Fibonacci ladder that we go, the less likely we are to take a trip on some of these lower rungs here. About the easiest way that I can explain that. So we need to climb up a few steps here so that we don't fall down lower. And if we climb up a few steps, well, we'll get in the habit of climbing up a few steps and face some resistance, which there's going to be a lot, seems like right around here. What is that? 0.0048. And try to work a plan to work to the upside there. So in my personal opinion, it's probably a good place to DCA into it. There's some bullish divergence here on the wave table. Is there some possible bullish divergence here starting to play? I'm on a daily chart on the RSI and right there too. So that and bottom signal. So I would expect her at least from where she is now to come back up here, retest this 21 moving average area, and this 0.0236 is at 0.0023. And that move right there would be, that doesn't make any sense. That is 1164%. We're at 0.000152, and that's at 0.002. You're dropping a zero and doubling up. That's huge. Just that little bit would be a humongous come up if it can, and it's at this. Where are you at? Soon, MEXC. I don't have access to that count at the moment. Road Dog's feeling the FOMO. Road Dog's looking at it. You at the bottom. That's a trigger for me. Are you on CoinEx? Soon. Oh, no, wait a minute. Is this the same thing? This is Ton Station. Soon. 0.0s. What's your price? That's you. So soon. This one's got 14 million in circulation. Is that right? And a market cap of 14 million. Oh no, circulation. I'm sorry. Total supply is 70 billion. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. I predict that they will be doing a humongous token burn at some point. Oh, that's way too damn many. No wonder you're so freaking cheap. There's still good possibility. I mean, there was a 10x right there. Possibility just getting up here. So I'm tempted. Do I have like a? Be tempted to just throw $10 in there just to see what happens. I'm gonna star you so I can. Huh. That's an interesting one. I'll have to look at that one later. We got DeSci. Looks like this is probably, oh no, is this there's some different ones. There's one from Sweden. Now that's on MEXC. It's also the one that's on Gate.io. I'm betting that that's probably it. Let's see what that looks like. It's 0.009. Sam says, Uphold gave me some free monkey. Wise monkey. You heard of that one yet? I think we were looking at, somebody requested it last night, M-O-N-K-Y, and I think I pulled up the chart on the stream last night. So we looked at it, but I can't remember anything about it. So this is DeSci, nice rounded shape, came up. Could it be a cup and handle? I don't have enough information. It looks like price might be going up into it. Cup and handles are continuation patterns, so it helps if you're coming from somewhere down. Maybe it looks like it could have a possibility of a good start, but there are validation points for cup and handles, which is basically about 2/3 of the way down for the handle. We're awful close. We're still within range. It might be a cup and handy to the upside. But if you have troubles identifying a cup and handy, I don't know if it's a cup and handy or not. How do you know the difference? It could just be a higher high and a higher low. I understand you where you're coming from there. And I would just recommend, hey man, a lot of these patterns, if you just zoom out, they're really just a lot of channels and triangles. For real. And they play out exactly the same freaking way. So if you just want to bypass that whole cup and handle fiasco, and you can get the same results just doing the old channel move. Same measure move, and everything takes you up to 0.0 cents, unless you're doing the flag move, which is not how it's done, but it seems to be popular because of some freaking YouTuber trying to do his own little rules in there, playing it as a flag breakout. Not exactly the same targets, might get some, your mileage will vary doing it that way. It may not be a cup and handy though, it may just be in a channel, because you get that idea. So far she's holding at the area where she can bounce, so it might be. Let's look and see if it does, if you actually get a break out of that. Otherwise we could be coming down to 0.007 and 0.008 cent area, but the target we're looking for would be up here at 0.00206. And if we wanted to look and see if we can find any more good information in here, yeah, I could see 0.0089. Might wick down there, may not. Sweet spot measure move also takes us up to this 1.272 area. I'm actually going to adjust this and go with that and change the color on this and know that we got a fib AB equals CD move right there to target, or a fib reversal target, higher high target, 0.002 or 0.02 for D size. Check out Cerebro. They got it on MEXC here. It's coming in at 42 cents. Looks like we're going sideways here. When we do that, I like to bring out this little tool here because it does a good job. It's saying the point of control is way down here, and that's usually they describe it as a magnet that would kind of attract price back down to it. Whether it's going to do that or not, I don't know. It's at the bottom, and we're at the top. Looks like we're trying to break out of this if we haven't already got a breakout confirmed. We got a confirmed breakout. I got wicks, I know, but I do have a candle body touching there and the candle body touching there, and it does go right underneath this little candle opening right above this trend line. There's some wiggle room and whatnot. Angle also lines up pretty well there. Still a breakout from that. I would call this a breakout. Keep in mind, they do have possible retest, about 64% of the chance to come back and retest the breakout areas, and that could be a retest about the 36 or 37 cent area. I'm with the 4 hour chart here. Lots of nice little V shapes in here, and little inverted heads and shoulders and whatever else that you want to see there. That's just what price does. It bounces off of a local area, and it can look like it's making a lot of patterns. The thing that you're not seeing here for head and shoulders and whatnot is that you're not seeing price come down into them and making those patterns to reverse up to. You're seeing price go up and then doing this, so that's probably why you're not seeing the results from there. That's the magic from learning when to apply a top pattern and a bottom reversal pattern and how to apply them correctly, rather than just saying, look, it's got some head and shoulder vibes to the upside. That's the difference you've seen between me and most other pattern traders and the 1 minute flag guys that are out there just calling this. Their first go-to is a flag. I'm like, oh look, there's a $10 super chat. Bet I know what he's going to do. What's a flag to the upside? Ooh. I'm sorry. You got to call out bad habits, or else everybody gets the same bad habits, and our bad habits just spread, and we just get bad form. We need to take some pride in what we do here. I really do believe that. I think most people do. I mean, you got your money at stake here. Why do you want to do something and then just, that's kind of going to do it. It may do it. It's got this. It's kind of up here in this area. I was kind of shocked. I'm just now starting to figure out my exit strategy. I heard that mentioned tonight about this. I'm like, dude, you've been in this game for how long, and you're just now trying to figure out what your exit strategy? You don't know, dude. You should feel bad for taking these people's money. You should feel bad if you don't. The turkey is not pleased. Jeez. So 48.55 are some good targets up there, as well as 74.75 cents for some bigger ones. If you want to go with those little guys, I like that. I think it's got a good chance to I mean, to me, I see the beginnings of a breakout, and it may be a lackluster breakout. I'm not saying she's going to go straight up or anything like that at all, because you can see she's not done a whole lot of straight uppiness so far. And she might, do a lot of this to get there, to those targets. And so we don't know, but 4-hour chart. I think it looks promising above the 200 moving average, getting above the green cloud, just showing some good signs. It wants to make some more upsides in there. Take a look at, is it Chirply? Chirply. L-E-Y. Apparently that was not here. We'll have to go to the deck screener and look at that one. Okay. Let's take a look at Brett. Zoom out on Brett. Oh, you suck, Brett. You didn't hit my target. Why didn't you hit my target, man? I mean, you came close. I mean, okay, but how did I screw up, or oh man, did I screw it up? Look, she hit a 1272. I had it up here though. I got it color coded. How did I screw that up? You suck, Road Dog. All right, so it's not the Fib's fault. It's Road Dog's fault. Road Dog screwed this one up. Road Dog clearly did not get his fibs right. But swing high to swing low, and there was our target right here. Or what should have been our target if somebody didn't play the game right. Shame. 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 That's a disgrace. I am so sorry you guys had to witness this. They're going to cry for the help. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, the fibs worked. Road Dog sucked at it. I'm sorry. I apparently got sloppy. Who knows what would have happened? It might have been a wild turkey night. But yeah, I got a channel idea going on. It's not beautiful or anything. And it probably is my fault there too. Road Dog's in his feelings now. But it's not supposed to work out that way, is it? That looks nice. All right, so maybe we can stay on point this time. Swing low, swing high. Oh, nice bouncy here. I like that. That's cool. We can do something. We may have our bottom in. Let's pretend that we do. And if it's not, we'll just do what the other YouTubers say. And well, now we're calling the bottom today. Or what? I don't know. Get over accumulation zone here at 13.9 cents. I'm looking, yeah, 18.8. I know it sounds crazy, right? And then we're going to put our little target up here. Let's see if we can hit it this time, okay? Okay, can we try? Keep in mind that if she does keep going down lower, she can, technically, by all aspects, reach the bottom of the trend line. I don't see it happening. I think we got a nice little flip of the moving averages here on the daily. Says that this area might just hold where we're at. Start working our way up to 18.8 cents and 21 cents. And gosh darn it, maybe even up to 27 cents. We got 51% gain, 69, and 118-ish. Out of bread, possibly. Well, could that be a shoulder bit? Could that be a cup and handle to the upside? I believe that probably has invalidated. Anymore, I'm just picky about them. I've seen so many cup and handles called that it's just a meme anymore. I mean, it's taken all the value out of it. It's too deep, in my personal opinion, for a cup and handle to the upside. But still, does it matter? I mean, eventually, you still got the same idea of being in the channel. It's still got that same measure move. You just got to give it time. It does not fit the requirement for a cup and handle pattern, in my personal opinion. Doesn't mean that if we do get a breakout, it can actually go higher than what you would get for a cup and handle. Put that at the actual breakout, and I mean, we could be looking at 42, whatever cents out of bread. Once we get into those areas, I would expect it to probably be up here. I'm not going to mark it because we got nothing to stand on here. It's just speculation. 43 cents. Brett, how about bully? Bully. We got bully over here on. Is it? There's Dolos the bully. Is that it? Mixie. Whoa! Snap! What happened to you? Bully got bullied. Somebody beat the crap out of the bully, sent him to the ground. So you got a falling channel, and they tend to break to the upside. You can get a partial decline. Looks like that's what it's trying to do here on the daily. See this? That's one of the first signs that we'll look for. Nothing, you know. And then when you see that happening, when you see it, you get a level off during your channels. It's the first steps that she's trying to get a breakout. No guarantee that that's going to happen. Got to get above the non-moving average, get above the trend line, and then a breakout might be happening here. So I would look for that. Chucky getting sleepy. 4 hour time frame on this one. We're above the non-moving average. Yay! First sign of recovery right there. We got some work to do, some areas to recover, but yeah, let's look and see what we do here. Need to see that Ichimoku cloud stay thick. She's starting to get a little thin here, and gotta keep an eye on that. But I like the signs I'm seeing. Let's see if she can get a partial decline and then actually get a breakout here. And if she does get a breakout, then we can come back and actually these kind of line up nice. That makes me also think that this might be the bottom. I think the sweet spot would be 11.41 cents for this guy and 13.5. Let's see, we got URO. Oh, we'll get to Chirply. I'll have to go to a different platform to do that one. URO. Looks like we got 6.16 cents sideways range idea. Swing high to this low that's right here behind my turkey leg. That's where the low is. Came back, retested a few times. Hadn't got over the 618. That's definitely still a target. Touched it once, can touch it twice. Touched me 3 times and I'm calling a logger. That's at 10 cents and 8.7 cents. To me, it looks like our trend line's evolving. It's a little bit of a channel idea there. It may hold. Still kind of steep. They start out steep. Sometimes they go steeper. Then they start losing it and they start maturing. And they can lose it again and get on a new trajectory and kind of spell out a different channel. You see, I mean, it could happen. So we just gotta monitor it. But we got 1-2 touches here, 2 touches there. We got to start at something good. Take a look at Jasmine. Jasmine sitting at 3.3 cents, a lot better than the under 2 cents, which it hung out at for the longest time. Got up as high as 5.9, almost 6 cents there before she gave it up. Parabolic move. What happens after a price goes up in a parabolic move, and especially when they start wicking out up here? That one had 3 touches at this area, could not get above. That's a good sign that, hey, we're having some problems there. Might be a good chance to take some profits somewhere through here. Parabolic move. It does its parabola, its curve, and then what happens? Down, sideways, a little more down and sideways. Lots of down and sideways, and everybody takes their profits and then they go through reaccumulation. So there has to be a sell-off. There is usually, you see like an ABC correction type deal out of this, as you're catering to Elliott wave theory and all that stuff. Usually there's 5 ways to the top, and then you have a correction, and it can be a big one. So that a 3-wave correction, A, B, C. So the correction should be done, and then you start hopefully making a new wave start your new wave to the upside, your new uptrend, right? And that's where it kind of gets tricky and speculative. You got to give it time to fill out, where there's a 1 and a 2, and then hopefully get a bigger 3 and then a 4, and then you're those ideas. Shoulder, head and shoulder. Yeah, whatever. Elliott wave is kind of cool. I mean, I find it helpful just to have the basic knowledge of it, and it helps me kind of, there could be another wave here or something. There could be something else here. It helps me that way. I find just using this little indicator over here is helpful too. Look, you got the 5th wave, which is what we said. Luckily, we happen to agree today, Elliott. I'm glad that we can agree. You're not calling me, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about, Road Dog. Because sometimes we don't agree. ABC correction here, so. And now we can start working on our new one. She can technically come back and touch this area where she was at, 2.8 cents or lower, or anywhere through there. It can. Looks like it might do it. We're getting across here. It could happen. Momentum still looks pretty good for this one. Looking for a breakout. Start working on our new waves to the upside. Let's look at 5 and 6.2 cents for Jasmine. That sounds like some good targets. After we get a breakout over here, and that breakout would also, you could also look at this as it's a double bottom, and get the belt line. You can look at it that way too. There's lots of valid ways you can look at it. Like I said, as long as you got the right amount of touches on your trend lines for a pattern, regardless of what you see there, which one you're applying, it will be valid. This will be valid when price comes up here, and then we got a valid double bottom with a measure move that would take us somewhere up here in this area, about 5 cents. You also got the measure move from this falling wedgie. If you want to look at it as a falling wedgie, your basic measure move is from the top down to the bottom of your trend line. Put that at the breakout and gets us up to some of these areas. Bukowski says you take it from the top to the very bottom, that length, and that is your measure move, but there's also a multiplier that you put on there, and so The cheap method is just to draw a fib, swing high to swing low. The multiplier is 62%, so you go to the 61.8%, bring it down to 0, put that at the breakout, and then you got a Bukowski measured move. And it looks like we've probably already tried that with... Is that a fib? We got a fib and a measured move? Well, that looks like a sweet spot. Okay, Confluence, I'm riding with that one. I'm putting a little arrow right here. Boom, I'm calling for that one. Let's take a look at Tron TRX. Look at it over on Binance. She got up kind of nice at 44 cents. Did you really? I missed that. I bought a little bit of this around 12 or 14 cents just to have because, you know, I moved Tether. Haven't done it too much on that with Tron. I've been using Binance Chain for a lot of my Tether needs because it's cheap. It's cheap to move that over to my wallets on Binance Chain. So there's something. It's just a few pennies to move your Tether. Maybe even USDC on Binance Chain. Of course, we got a lot of Tether FUD going on right now. I'm not worried about it because we go through that every freaking cycle, several times a cycle. Tether's going to collapse. They're going to come after it. They're going to arrest everybody. It's illegal. They're not doing but they've been in the game. They've established themselves. They're not going anywhere. They're too big to fail. And they also represent the US dollar. And do you think the I don't want to say that because they've been doing some stupid things the last 4 years, but it's not in their best interest to do anything that hurts stablecoins. If they were smart, they would be behind them and say, yeah, because the whole crypto space, the worldwide economy, the global economy that is decentralized here in crypto, man, that's a gift horse. Stupid not to back that up, Joe Biden. Jeez. Anyway, thank goodness they're more educated now and they're ready to move on with stable coins. Hopefully they will do something. We'll get our shot. We should have a good year this 2025, I would hope. Maybe even on into 2026. There is speculation for that, although I would avoid getting caught up in this whole super cycle idea. But you might see some elongated trends happening. Channel partial decline. Looks like we're trying to do some good here. Let's see if we can get up Tron on 36 cents. Let's go ahead and put out 31 because that was likely to get hit. The 36, it might take it a few attempts to get up there to 36 cents. Let's go over to Dex Tools and see, is it Dex Tools or Dex Screener? Well, we have Dex Tools as one left. See if we can find, was it Chirply? Chirply token. Oh, it's against BNB and Ethereum there. I guess we'll go with this one here. 2 years ago. Okay, so it's been around for a little bit. BNB was the popular one last cycle. Thoughts that it might given Ethereum a run for its money, and all the meme coins and all that stuff went over to BNB, and it got to be a lot of projects taken off on BNB and things like that, but you don't hear that much about it anymore, right? They kind of went the way that Solana's going right now. They got to be a lot of scam tokens over there. Solana's been through some of that. A lot of the meme coins that have hype and then they just die off. So we see these kind of, how these chains mature over time, and Solana's been going through that, and you'll see that through all the chains. Caspa's got their meme coins, flip-flopped for so far. Just some things to notice in the market. I'm not getting anything. Due to technical issues, we are unable to refresh info in real time. Well, let me refresh. Let's try this one more time. Chirply. Sounds like Chumley from Pawn Stars. All right, I'm not getting anything, and my signal seems to be okay. Here we go. Oh, what? No pairs found. You just showed it to me. Just trying to get a chart. Does not look like Chirply wants to cooperate. We may have to forego on this one. Do we have any? We got some Chirply. They got it on MEXC. 0.008 Chirply. See if this will do it. Zooming out for Chirply. How did I miss this the last time? I like that. You know I like these ideas. That was a little crazy. Technically, it's on the table. Don't know that it will ever come up and touch the top of that trend line again. It can. I mean, we're trying to find the actual line. Not. No, there's one there. There is one right there with that wick. What was all that? That's an idea. I'm going to make that a dotted line just to tell myself, we're, you know, back burner idea. I'm not the main idea we're going with here. We'll just drag out our fibs again, and we just love to play with them. Look how that wick came back to the 618 Fibonacci, but yet that 618 Fibonacci was not there yet because we didn't have a bottom in. It found it before it knew it would find it. That's crazy, y'all. Let's drag this over there because that makes a nice one from that high down to this new low here. And now this is a little bit more applicable to what we're working with here. So we're back beneath our accumulation zone, our little discount zone here. So this is still back in sweet spot. It went up to 1.9, almost 2 cents, and now we're back at 0.08. So this is the time to refill your cup if that's what you're trying to do on this one. Add to your bags. Get back up to where she was just recently. It's 150% gains. So that's good. That's really good. Your $100 turns into $250, and you're like, there might be something to this. Yep, we got a channel. See if it holds, and we can bounce up through this. Gives us some nice higher targets to go with. I'm actually going to go with that one right here, and this one is a 618 too. Remember, 0.025. Touching that wick again. I can see that happening. She looks like she can find some support here. I like that where she adds. And this is, if I were, I'm on the daily, this is what I would look like. I mean, if I saw this, I was interested in this, I'd be looking at this and saying, you're really close to my entry right now. We got a trend line. I like to buy at the bottom of the trend lines. We got 800 moving average. That's a great, on the daily, that's a great place for it to tap. That'd be at 0.0075. I'm just going to go ahead and throw a little line there. 200 moving average is a little bit below it. It could go down there at 0.00716. So keep that idea in mind. So I would see this, and so what I would do is like, we got the bigger moving average, 800, 600, 300. They're going in the right direction. We can bounce from this bottom. Let's go down to a smaller time frame and see what they look like. 4 hour. I got 800, 600, 300, 200. They look good. We bounce from this area. Come down to 1 hour. See what that looks like. Are we trying to bounce already? Maybe. Oh, here we got a pump up from here and then a move down. Let's fib it out and see what we got. You got a 272, and my 1414 is actually where my line is too, that we should have a price target at. Is there a possibility we could bounce? We might bounce from here, or what I think would likely to happen is that in this bottom area we come up, roll over, and then come back down and maybe try to form some kind of bottom over here, maybe something like that. So I would look at, if I was trying to get in and I'm down at the 1 hour and saying, but she's above the 9 moving average now. Let's go to the 15. Still above that 9 moving average. Don't have an official breakout from any of the things I'm looking at. I mean, if I was looking for a breakout, I'd probably be looking about something like this. If I'm just kind of connecting dots, I'm just trying to look for some other trend lines and internal trend lines where we're finding support and resistance, and I like that. We got a chance here. So I would look at it and say, oh, well, okay, I might jump in, might throw in 25% now and maybe try to do another 25 or 50% if she goes lower. If she comes up here and starts doing good, higher highs and higher low, we start changing trends. So I can start throwing the bigger pictures in, and I end up building a position down here at a low, and take advantage of the move up. That's just how I kind of break this stuff down. When I'm trying to build a setup in my thought process, I'm looking at the bigger time frames and getting down. And if I wanted to, I could come down to the 1 minute. Perfectly accessible. If I'm like, yeah, you touch this line again on this 1 minute, I'm snapping you up. So I mean, you can, but the mistake is made when you try to start from the 1 minute to figure out what's going to happen on the bigger time frames. Yeah, that's no. You can get lucky and you might tune in looking at a bigger time frame. So looks like something's about to happen. Come down the 1 minute and see it happen and say, oh my God, the 1 minute just told me everything. You just happen to see it playing out on the 1 minute. You just happen to be lucky and caught it. I've done that several times, and you can. It looks like you just nailed it on the 1 minute. It's the bigger time frames that have the momentum and have the bigger moves. They're the ones that's going to tell you what's really going on and what's going to happen. Not that 1 minute. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It is now an hour and 50 into it. We got to ring the cowbell for some good luck. Let me come over here and see what you guys are talking about real quick. Hey, there's Roguelite. Incredible says Moonbag did well since my super chat. Cool. Glad to hear that. There we go. Charpley is CHRP. Hopefully I got it right, King L. The Brett website weirded me out, so I don't know about that one, says Sam. I'm trying to remember what it looked like. Mini Thins dog. Base chain is the Solana of 2025. It could be. That's why I'm in on base. I want to be in on base. MEXC chart on TV. Did I do something wrong? Write that on a post-it note and stick it on your refrigerator. I would never see it if I did that. I try post-it notes, but I forget about them. What's a good area to pick up Pyre, says Warthog Thunder. PYR, that Vulcan Forge, right? Yeah. Is that 318? That's fairly a good place. Let's zoom out. 4 hours telling me that there's a good chance you could come back to the $3 area, maybe 290. What did the fibs say? Did they agree? Fibs don't necessarily agree. We have to go over that one. We lost that. So I'd like to take a few moments just to share some ideas. Now, sometimes, doing TA, you might be, so I'm going to draw a trend line from here. We're just going to connect these dots here. And I mean, you can do that. But what I like to do is take in the information that we had before. And so if you do that, you might miss that, we started out with, this was our bottom. Okay. And we kind of got away from that, but now we got from here, and now this is our bottom, and now look what we got when we follow the original trend. We have to pretend like we were following these trend lines from the beginning and how they would normally play out. So after this kind of played out, we got this touch, so we'll see where this one takes us. We got rejection on this, so this is a big deal. I mean, that's a main trend line that we got to get back above. So as much, I mean, we can include these ideas and hope that this sticks and this will be our bottom. But she's still going to have resistance no matter how you look at it when she gets back up to these areas over here. So there's a chance we might be coming back up here and maybe rolling over a little bit. If I'm satisfied with my angles on these guys, I think I am. Candle bodies to candle bodies and whatnot. I think it's worth taking time to do this stuff. You get bored. I don't know. I think it's insightful. It helped me learn. It helped me see things that I wouldn't have saw any other way, playing with some of these things. That some of these ideas just kind of reveal themselves to you over time too. Candle bodies being respected. So I would look at this as being like this little mini channel that we're in, but we got some good support here. 800, 600, 300 moving average, 200. They're all in the right position. So I think that we are seeing a bottom. We got an Adam and E bottom pattern here that confirmed but did not break to the upside. So we're still waiting on, I guess, it to fill out or form something else. But that's a good sign. The double wicks here, or the why can I not remember that? Pin bars is one thing, where we got two big candle bodies that go down, and for some reason I'm not remembering what we call those, because I'm not a candle pattern trader. There are candle body patterns where you got 2 or 3 candles, and you can play that game if you want. That's a lot to remember. Not my thing, but some people like it. It's a bearish crying baby. Got all kinds of wild names for them. So a good place to get it, pretty much kind of where we're at. It's pretty good. Swing low to swing highs, and we're on a 0.5. As close to $3 as you can get it. That's what I would say. And you might have a chance to get it about 310. I don't know if you can get it at 3, but if you do, it's a good place to snag it, in my personal opinion. That's what I would be rolling with. Scary Wit says, hey, I'm late. Can we look at MAD? Take a look at MAD. This will probably be the last one I do. We'll take another look at Bitcoin after this. MAD on, let's do MEXC. She's pulling back, still got a higher low. We got that 800, 600. Moving averages look good. She can come down and talk to these, and they often do sometimes. And the Lucy's and the 800 moving average are sitting here at these levels. Lost this guy, so that's concerning. All right, we will have to deal with that on the way up. Swing high to swing low. I want to preemptively draw this little guy here. Check and make sure we got a good chance to be bottomed out here. Okay, I'm running with it. I think we do. And that way I feel more confident with my pull from swing high to swing low now. And with this target here at 4 zeros and 34.46, we're sitting at 26.66 right now. Looks like we're trying to get a green candle and starting to reclaim these areas, but that one and this one right here at 41.55, also another great little target to get paid. From where we are to there, that's almost 28% gains to the first target. Second target's about 56%. Not bad. Pretty good. We'll take a look at Bitcoin here. She's dropped some. Oh my gosh, she's going down. It's over. He was right, calling it to the downside. Oh my gosh. She's breaking more levels, but she's still not made a lower low. Still not made that lower low. Did you drop down? Looks like you dropped down a little on this Bitcoin. Did you? You did. You did. Well, the FTSE group made that little call, made millionaires, calling them out there. 100x, sell your wife, sell your kids. You made that little 100x move there. Congratulations. Blah, blah, blah. I've got this area here at 93. With my little arrow pointing to the, we've been there once, and it looks like we're going to probably come back and try to double tap it. The good thing is that we did make a higher high. It's a wick up there. We might come down and make a higher low. We need some signs like that to show that we've changed our trend. And so far, we've not really gotten. We're trying. Let's try to make some higher lows and higher highs over here, but we didn't. We lost this one, so we need to come down here and go from a swing low, swing high. 786. Will you hold? You can. Doesn't mean you will, but you can. So in this situation, we could bounce here. I don't know that we will. It's with that many candles and we're still below the 9 moving average, not showing signs of it. I do still think that this 93,990 area could be holding, but we got another target here about 93,198, 93,200ish. That's our 886 retracement just from this low to that high. That might be also on the radar. So you don't know? Well, she could come down here and do an actual double bottom and zero out. We don't know. We just got to see where we get a reaction, and we're at one area for a reaction here. She hasn't had much of a reaction there, so we might be looking at a lower area. 93.2. Same story there. She could even wick down just like she did over here. So we got some areas that we need to start looking for it to turn around. And like I said, I do expect this, what is this? This is December 30th. Tomorrow will be New Year's Eve, or the day after tomorrow. I guess it's midnight now, my time, so it'll be the day after that. And then we'll start getting into January, and then that's when we'll start seeing some money come in my personal opinion, and we should start seeing some good signs out of altcoins and Bitcoin. Probably more Bitcoin than anything, to be honest with you. Bitcoin dominance may even start stealing the show, but this drop that we're getting, it's just a correction in my personal opinion. I don't see it as being a big trend change. I know a lot of people are calling for 80,000. It's on the table, but it's just not. We're not in the big part of the market for a big humongous correction to happen now. We saw that Michael Saylor is getting ready to buy a shit ton more Bitcoin here in just a few days, and we'll get some good things. It's not only him, it's a bunch of other people too. So there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, and there always is this point in the 4-year cycle, right before it starts getting really good. And it sadly does. It does flush a lot of people out. So you got to look inside yourself and see where your nerves are and where your convictions are and how they lay in these projects and determine how you're going to play it. For me, I'm holding on because I'm not about to sell. I fell for their little tricks last time, and I've seen those little games. I'm not chasing these candles to buy back in high or anything crazy like that. Even making those mistakes, I still came out pretty good last cycle. You can make a lot of mistakes and still come out pretty good, but you come out better when you kind of learn from your mistakes and try not to make as many. That's what we hope to do here on this channel and just in general, just get better at our craft and be better every day and try to help somebody else who ever shows this interest. Not many people do. They're not as nerdy as we are when it comes to this stuff, because I don't know, somehow when numbers or all this stuff has money attached to it, it's not as nerdy anymore. It's kind of exciting and fun when money's involved and changing your life and figure out, man, I went to a college degree and worked my ass off, and all I had to do was learn TA, and just it gets easier to make money. Yeah, so you got skills that you can learn, develop, teach your kids. The problem is getting people interested. I don't want to learn that. So we're a rare breed. And if we can't help our own family and people and friends that we'd love to see in this space, well, there are the people here in the space, in the communities that are trying to learn, and I feel it's our obligation to try to help point them in the right directions to make this life-changing money. They're showing the same interest and desires and determinations that we are. Let's give them a helping hand up. Karma is a good thing. Pay it forward. Guys, thanks for hanging out. See you again tomorrow night. Let's see what the market does tomorrow. They're trying to scare us, flush us out, make us think we're going to zero. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, and they're being bought up in 2025 as much as they can. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind. Cause your wife, you know you're begging for my nudies. Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it.
True that. True that.
Come on, play with me, freaky dog.
Sometimes I have parts of me that are unflushable too.
When you walk my way, let's pick, come and play with me, freaky dog. Now show how freaky you are.
Sorry I missed that one. Nope. Try to get that one next time.
Wait for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. I need a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water in your cup, let it drip, drip, drip. Now look straight into my eyes, then you sip, sip, sip. It's about time that you shine.